I've been reading Black Box Thinking by Matthew Said, and I think Matthew Said is an amazing author. I think he writes great books, has great ideas, and if you haven't read any of his books, I would thoroughly recommend doing so. But one thing I read in his book was that failure, we need to redefine it. You need to redefine how you think about failure and use it to unleash progress, creativity, and resilience. And I could not agree more with that. I think it's amazing. And I agree 100% that if I hadn't redefined my thoughts about failure, then I wouldn't have been as successful as I was in my career. And a moment that really hit home that for me was the London 2012 Olympics. I went into London. It was my one career goal to win a medal at those games, and I didn't. It was a failure. I failed massively in front of the world. I got asked for 3 years afterwards what it was like, how I was dealing with this failure. And basically, for the 3 months after the games, I spent every night just crying my eyes out. And it felt like I was grieving that I'd lost this goal that I'd had. It had just gone, it disappeared. I'd failed. I was a failure. There's nothing more I could do. It was a really, really bad situation to be in. However, when I stopped seeing that situation as a failing and I started seeing it more logically and thinking about it as an opportunity, what could I learn from those games that was going to make me a better athlete? And I wholeheartedly believe that experience led me to being one of the fastest females in the world, like still to this day. 2 years after those games, I went to the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, won a gold medal, and was the fastest woman in the world. And now I'm still one of the fastest women ever to swim a length of a swimming pool. But I don't believe for 1 second I'd have got to that if I hadn't used that failing at London to be more creative with my training. I knew I was a resilient piece of work then because I got back in and tried again. And the progress that I made after that was huge. So what I want everybody to think about right now is, if you do feel like you're failing at anything, like, we need to start redefining how we see those failures. They are an opportunity to learn from, to put you on a positive platform of progression and get the best you that you can do in ways that you would never have dreamed of or thought how if you hadn't had this failure or felt like you're failing. So please, if you are feeling that way ever, just take a minute, think logically about what you can learn from this and what you can do differently, because there's always a way. We do just need to redefine our failures. And to quote the great Winston Churchill, success isn't final and failure isn't fatal. So make failure one of your allies to make the best you can.